Do you want to learn how to sell your house by owner? Well, I'm going to give you some tips. Welcome to my channel. Hi, I'm Barney Villa, and yes, I am a real estate agent with Remax of Boulder here in Boulder, Colorado. But sometimes sellers think they need to sell their home without an agent. And it is possible. I'm not going to tell you it's not. So here are the steps to sell your home as a FSBO, for sale by owner, to get you started. Number one is definitely setting the asking price. This is by far the hardest thing a for sale by owner can do. Just saying the same house down the street sold for $1.2 million last year is not reflecting our current market. And if you want to sell it for top dollar in the shortest amount of time possible, here in Colorado, that is definitely the spring and early summer. Once you get into late summer and the school season and into fall and the winter, the buyer activity is so much lower. So if you want to sell for top dollar and have the most amount of buyers look at your home, it's definitely going to be in the spring. You need to figure out what your home is actually worth based on current market values. Things are changing drastically in Boulder, and you need to come up with a realistic asking price. Number two, your house has to look great online. You cannot take photos with your cell phone and expect it to look fantastic on websites like Zillow and Truloria. You're gonna have to shell out some dollars for a photographer if you want it to look great online. Number three, you're gonna wanna have a video. Buyers love video. They wanna walk through, they want a virtual tour. But if you just have a photo of the living room, they're gonna wanna know where it is in relation to the kitchen, to the bedrooms, and the bathroom. They definitely want to see the floor plan. So please consider having a video in your marketing. We get a lot of buyers from out of state, especially here in Boulder, and they start their initial research online. So give them as much as possible so they can understand what they're buying. Number four is to disclose. As a Colorado real estate agent, we have a form called the Seller's Property Disclosure that's about 7 pages long, and that's everything known about the house, from the good, the bad, to the ugly. This is the age of the roof, the age of the furnace and the air conditioning. Has there ever been any leaks? Has there ever been any flood damage? As well as, where is the water coming from? Is it from the city, or are you on well and septic? All those things are the kinds of things you're gonna wanna disclose to the buyers up front, because you don't want to not disclose any flaws that could affect how much they wanna pay for the house. Number five, you're gonna have to figure out how to advertise your home. And yes, you can list your home as a for sale by owner on Zillow, but I'm gonna give you a word of caution. And in the future, I'm gonna do a video explaining this in detail, but for now, we'll just say, yes, you can list your home as a FSBO on Zillow. You can take out ads in the newspaper. You can run ads on Facebook and Craigslist and LinkedIn, all the social media channels. You can advertise to your heart's content. You can even send postcards out to first-time home buyers, as well as 500 homes in a 1-mile radius of your home. There's lots of things you can do to advertise your home. This is 2021, and I'm not gonna lie to you, in all of Colorado, we are in a seller's market, but that does not guarantee that your house will sell. But if you do follow all of my tips here, I can practically guarantee that you will sell this for top dollar in the shortest amount of time. Now, let me tell you the downside of selling your home for sale by owner. For starters, let's talk about the type of buyer that's gonna come see your home. And it's gonna be in one of two categories. The first type of buyer you're gonna get are definitely investors, and they definitely want a deal. These people don't care about your numbers, they need them to fit their numbers. And they're also gonna be very challenging to work with because they are not emotionally invested like you are in their house. They just run it by the numbers and they are looking for a deal. The second type of buyer is gonna be someone who is not very creditworthy, and they're going to be specifically looking for sale by owners to do a thing what's called owner financing. Typically these buyers come in with not a lot of great credit and a not so great rental history, quickly, and they want to know if you will sell them a home and finance the loan for them at the same time. And the second option of what you're going to get from them as well is, can we get a lease with an option to buy? And basically what that means is they want to rent it for you until they get their credit up. Eventually they will buy it from you. And this again is not really good for your situation, because especially if you have to buy a new home and sell this one in order to have the down payment for the next one, this is not really going to work for you. You're also gonna have to do all the showings. So if the buyer wants to come see the house at 11 a.m. and you're at work, and you're gonna have to make the decision, do I leave work to go show the house, or do I push it to the afternoon, risking the buyer's schedule not being compliant with yours, and then just moving on to the next house altogether? You are gonna have to be present for all the showings. You're not gonna wanna put a lockbox on and say, go in anytime you want, because you might come home and find yourself wiped out. So there you have it. Now I've shown you how to sell your home for sale by owner. If you want some tips and tricks on how to stage your home on a budget and still make it look like a professional did it, check out my next video, how to stage your home yourself on a budget. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.